Hello, it's Dr. Rhonda Johnson, and today is Sunday, January 24th, 2021. And today I'm talking about being part of the Blitz to put pressure on this virus. In general, when we think of the word Blitz, I think of, because I'm not the sports person, I know you football and basketball fans may have a slightly different thought when it comes to the Blitz, but I think about a sudden, energetic, and concerted effort to do something generally about a specific task. So right now we're in the middle of a vaccination blitz against a deadly virus, the SARS Cov-2 virus, the virus that's causing COVID-19. And we do know that this virus wants to do everything that it can to stay alive. It can only live inside a host, and the host that it prefers is us little human beings. We have been here in the United States, at least, in a long period of unchecked spread. Now, there are some countries who have done a much better job than we have at controlling this virus. But here we are, and we can only move forward. There's no point in criticizing the past. It's just too critical right now. So here, how do we blitz this virus? Well, in simplest terms, you put pressure on the virus through two ways: natural immunity or vaccinations. Now, what is natural immunity? That's the process of just allowing people to get the virus and hope that they'll recover and develop their own antibodies. And in fact, this has really been happening. However, as we've seen, the price is very high, with over 420,000 people in their graves as of today. You know, this virus, as we know, can kill us and harm us greatly. And the risk of the virus is higher if you're a man, and also it increases with your age in terms of having more complications and the virus being deadly. I was on a webinar last month, and there was this infectious disease professor from a university in Florida, and he gave these statistics that if you're 85 and up and get infected with coronavirus, your chances of dying are 1 in 4. If you are between 50 and 65 and get infected with this coronavirus, your chances of dying are 1 in 50. Now, if you're 24 and under, your chances of dying from coronavirus infection are 1 in 5,000. But here's the catch. We don't know who's going to have what type of experience with this virus. And a lot of people's immune systems are not functioning at their best. They're stressed. You know, people who smoke, have chronic diseases such as diabetes, autoimmune diseases, high blood pressure, chronic lung disease, cancer survivors, people with HIV/AIDS, many black, brown, and indigenous people, their immune systems are chronically stressed, and they may not do as well with an attempt to allow natural immunity. So that's why our government, and particularly the new administration, is moving toward the vaccination effort blitz. We have so much virus hanging around there. As I said, we have uncontrolled spread. For the last 7 days in our nation, on average, nearly 177,000 people are testing positive a day. Now, that's just the folks who get tested. We have many communities where there's no testing going on at all, and many people have never been tested yet for the coronavirus. Also, we're facing just natural adaptation of this virus. The SARS Cov-2 virus is mutating. Viral mutations are random, and viruses replicate very fast. So the viruses that develop these mutations that give it an advantage in terms of fast reproduction are going to reproduce faster than the others. That's what we're seeing with this UK strain. And then there's the strain in Brazil and the strain in South Africa. We've learned that you cannot keep viruses on one continent. So the more people a virus is allowed to infect, the more viral mutations we have. Now, I'm not a virologist, but I will say that I am a little bit concerned at the speed at which these SARS CoV-2 viruses are mutating. I don't know what it means, but my instincts tell me this is concerning. So the vaccination blitz, the more people that we can get vaccinated, the more people that when these viruses naturally infect us, they can't replicate, folks. Our immune systems will put the antibodies out and neutralize them, and the virus gets stopped. If we can stop the virus, it can't replicate and be released into the atmosphere to infect other people. So COVID-19 vaccines allow people to develop immunity. Period, folks. Period. That's all they do is give you an immune response to this virus. There's no chip that connects to the internet. There's no damage to your DNA. I know you've heard all these rumors. There's a concerted effort by many people, not just the anti-vaxxers, to create a lot of misinformation and confusion about these vaccines. So remember, vaccinations just do one thing. They build up immunity. Now, I hope that you are thinking and planning and making your mind up. Folks, I'm not trying to twist your leg. I'm not trying to twist your arm. I'm just giving my opinion based upon what I know, because I've done my best to be informed throughout this pandemic. Your decision to vaccinate is personal, and it should be considered a health decision, not a political one. Having said all this, I have a few more thoughts for you to put out there. Please don't allow past history to stop you from living in the present and into your future. Don't allow fears, please, and rumors to take control of you. Only you live in your body. And if you live in a healthy body, that's good. But some of us live in a body that is afflicted with certain conditions. Now, there's only a very limited supply of vaccine. When it's gone until the next supply comes. So I know that I don't have every answer to every question that someone may have. I don't even have answers to long-term effects from this virus. But listen, I'm sick and tired of this pandemic. I am more than irritated every time I look at the statistics of the dying and know that there are millions and millions of people who are going to suffer from COVID-19 infection for a very long time. One thing I do know, that if we beat this pandemic, we have a chance to keep living our best lives. And for me, living my best life includes to not get sick from COVID-19 if I can avoid it, to not leave my family in mourning from my death from COVID-19, and to not give COVID long haul syndrome. I don't want it. So one of the questions that I ask myself when I am making a major decision, and to get a vaccine that's experimental, I understand that's a major decision for a lot of people. But ask yourself, what is your heart's desire? What future do you want to live into? So please think, plan, act. The blitz to vaccinate as many people is on. Pay attention, folks, to the conversations about these various mutant strains of this virus that are going to hit. It's in every state here in the United States, I believe. We're going to see more and more guidance from the public health folks around wearing a mask, and we may see recommendations to wear 2 masks to help prevent this super contagious strain. Folks, in the meantime, we got to be extra vigilant. Continue masking, physical distancing, staying connected to our loved ones, and keeping up our efforts to be healthy. That includes letting fresh air in, getting outside, seeing your doctor for your routine screenings, keeping your children up to date on their immunizations, keeping up with our preventive screening, and going to the dentist to make sure our teeth are staying healthy. Folks, if we're overweight, we need to be trying to lose weight. If we're smokers, we need to be cutting back and trying to quit. Keep taking that vitamin D, vitamin C, and zinc, but check always with your doctor. And pray, meditate, try to get your stress down, stay in touch with your friends and your family. And again, if we can come on the other side of this pandemic, if we put the Blitz on, the uncontrolled spread of this virus, and check this virus, we can get back to our quality of living, and we can help minimize the loss of life. Folks, this virus is relentless. It is not negotiating with us. It is not seeking our permission to mutate. And it's always looking for its next host. That's my message today. I know it's a little longer than usual. Please forgive me. This is Dr. Rhonda Johnson. Stay safe. My views are my own. And have a blessed day.